Hi Libra, this is Foxy. I'm Lynn. Chilly day out there today. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a general reading for you. I hope you're doing awesome. I'm using two different decks today, the Celtic Tarot and the Goddess Power Oracle deck. So I'll just clear the energy of the cards first. I call upon the divine powers to help clear and protect these cards, for my intention is to use them for good only. I declare that only good shall come from their use, and that all negativity shall be turned away from them. Awesome. Okay, Libra. Let's do a little shuffling here. So if any of the messages repeat, I believe that Spirit really wants you to get the message, so I'll try and catch that and let you know. If any of your cards come out upside down, it means you're getting extra protection from Spirit. People can show up in your readings, kings, queens, knights, and pages. They don't have to represent, they either represent you, someone in your life, or a situation, okay? Always check your sun, moon, rising, Venus signs in case you have messages over there. And if this reading resonates and you want to go deeper, then I'll leave my email under the video and you can email me and we can set something up. Okay, here we go. Spirit, can I please have 10 cards for Libra for a Celtic cross spread? What guidance, insight, clarification can you give Libra? Please, Spirit. Okay, so first card, 10 of Cups. Wow, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Then you have 10 of Shields, reversed. Then you have 4 of Swords. The Hanged Man. 7 of Swords, 10 of Wands, wow, 3 tens, 5 of Cups, 9 of Wands reversed, Rebirth, number 20, and 4 of Pentacles reversed. They call them shields in this deck. Okay, so let me just take one oracle card from this deck, please, Spirit, for Libra. One oracle message. One oracle message. What? We need a message from one of the goddesses for Libra, please. Okay, Revelation. Got from the goddess Lizzie. I hope I pronounce it right. Okay, so I want to just tell you first before we get started, Libra, you have 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. You have the 10 of Wands reversed. So I think I'm going to start by I don't normally go through what the numbers mean, but when you have 3 or more, I think it's important. Tens mean endings or completion, accomplishment. 10 represents both an ending and a beginning, the point of transition from the completed cycle to the new cycle, which has not yet manifested. When tens show up in a reading, whatever you've been working on or involved with is over. You've got whatever you're going to get out of it, and now it's time to bring in the new cycle that's been waiting in the wings. So out with the old, in with the new. Spring is here, so it's time for new. This can be especially gratifying if you've been experiencing rocky times, if you have become complacent during a good period. Drawing tens will challenge yourself. The drawing tens tells you to challenge yourself and reach for a higher level. As a compound number, 10 adds an extra dimension in a reading, like ascending to a higher level of a spiral staircase. You can now look down at precisely where you began and chart your progress. Now you have a choice to either stagnate in familiar and comfortable territory, or take a chance and start something new and different. As it happens, in any period of transition, you may feel unsure about making the decision to stay put or move on. You might feel you are sitting on the fence with one foot on either side, not sure whether to jump all the way over. Sometimes it takes quite a while to get both feet on the same side of the fence. However, while you might have the luxury of postponing both decision and action for a while, when tens show up in a reading, it's a signal you need to make a decision. Okay, so let's start with your first card, the Ten of Cups. This card represents your current situation. The Ten of Cups is Pisces energy. This is a really, really good card to start your reading with, Libra. This is about fulfillment, dreams coming true, happiness, security, emotional stability, divine love, dreams coming true, blissful relationships, joy, lasting happiness. It's a beautiful card to get for your first one in your reading. Complete happiness and fulfillment. You are crowned with success and can now appreciate life's blessings. The card signifies the freedom to live as you choose, and you feel at home in every sense. You enjoy close bonds with family, friends, groups, and children, and at home, life is serene and relationships are harmonious. In love, this 10 shows the ultimate expression of emotion, which is demonstrated in a way you recognize. You are loved the way you need to be loved. Maybe for some of you, you are finding your ideal home. The Ten of Cups can represent that. And Libra, I forgot to mention, all the messages that you received today are from Spirit, okay? I just channel the messages. They are not from me. If I pick up something with my intuition, then I will let you know it's from me. Otherwise, all the messages are from Spirit, okay? So yeah, contentment, real love, domestic bliss, satisfaction in all your endeavors is what this card represents. It symbolizes people living harmoniously together, sharing their love and their lives unconditionally. And Libra, this card is so favorable that it can offset any other negative cards in your reading. This card signifies a time of completion, of reaping what you have sown. It symbolizes abundance in a larger sense. Okay, so it's really harmony, alignment, domestic harmony, emotional stability, homecomings, happiness, inner happiness, fulfillment. Beautiful card to start off with. Then what's crossing you or what's challenging you or your situation is the Ten of Pentacles reversed. So extra protection from Spirit. This card is represented by Virgo in the zodiac. So the Ten of Pentacles reversed talks about family disputes, bankruptcy, debt, a lack of stability, a lack of resources, the dark side of wealth, conflicts over money, instability, breaking traditions. It's financial loss or failure. You could be having an issue with a Virgo, but it doesn't have to be. Because this card is represented by Virgo. You may be so established at this point that you are stagnating. Maybe some of you have retired comfortably and are just sitting around watching TV. You need to activate some growth in your life to avoid boredom. Take up a hobby, do some charity work, or teach others your skills. So this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest, okay? The Ten of Pentacles reversed could represent laziness, or a person who is lazy, or maybe too much luxury is stopping you from making real achievements. It could also be family money or financial misfortune. This card forewarns of a legacy investment or financial security that is lost, possibly through the market, legal fees, or taxes. It could also mean that an expected inheritance did not turn out as you had hoped. And then your third card is the Four of Swords. This card represents the basis of your situation or foundation. This is you showing up in your reading, Libra. So this card is all about rest and peace, meditation, recuperation, rebuilding your strength, retreating, withdrawal, being in self-protection mode. Being in self-protection mode. Being held in a suspended state. So relief from anxieties. After a painful time, you are in the first stage of recovery, whether from emotional upheaval or physical illness. You are resting and taking time to think things through and plan your next moves wisely. You may want to retreat from other people and the world while you get your inner house in order. So rest, recuperation, working on your problems quietly and with motivation. You feel the need for introspection and solitude to contemplate and understand what happened and why. This card suggests that you do have situations, troubles, or problems that need resolution, but now is not the time to deal with them head on. It's time to take yourself away, calm down, and heal a bit so that you can approach your issues refreshed. Quiet, peaceful reflection and meditation will bring clear insight so that you can handle your situation to your benefit. So, this card can show time away from your usual responsibilities, such as taking time off work, or another part of your life goes on temporary hold. In relationships, the card often signifies a withdrawal. This may be for practical reasons, because you live far away from each other, or because you take a relationship break. The card is neither positive nor negative. It is neutral. Literally nothing is going on. The message with this card is take the time you need to rediscover your vitality. Okay. Contemplation is another word for this card. Four of Swords. Yeah, stop worrying. This card is letting you know that rest is needed. Then your fourth card is the Hanged Man. This is a major arcana, came out upright. This card represents your past, but is relevant to your current situation. This card is represented by Neptune in astrology. So this card is all about having a new perspective, having patience, surrendering, pausing again. Okay. There's a lack of direction. You need to make a sacrifice. You're waiting. This is contemplation again. You're contemplating something. This is martyrdom, uncertainty, a need to release something. This card is letting you know you have the wisdom, the foresight, the strategy, you're planning. So you're suspended between the past and the future. A new direction for your life is in the making. Spirit wants you to look at things from a different perspective and make the necessary adjustments. The good news is there's no hurry. Take your time and make the right decisions about where you truly want to take your life. Pay attention to your inner voice and be prepared to dance to a different drummer if need be. Okay, so yeah, I would definitely make a note of that. This card can represent very simply sacrifice. You may be asked to give up something for the sake of someone or something else. This card could also indicate the need for a change in thinking or a new point of view. Or it can be a more spiritual activity, one where you give up something of yourself to gain spiritual wisdom. It can also mean almost literally a time of suspension, a time where you should do nothing at all. So I would definitely make a note of that. That seems to be repeating. Look at this situation a different way. Another way is the message with this card. You may feel in limbo as you wait for events to speed up or for others to make a move. The card, however, asks you to make the most of this impasse and see your situation from another angle. An additional meaning is considering a compromise as a way forward. This card can show meditation, spiritual awareness, or spiritual initiation. So meditation has come up already. I would make a note of that. I think Spirit is really recommending that you really do some meditating. Focus on your inner. Your next message is the Seven of Swords. This card represents your immediate future, what's likely to happen next in your life, coming up soon. The Seven of Swords is Aquarius energy. This talks about betrayal, lies, trickery, sneakiness, deception, compromising for the greater good, getting away with something, acting strategically, unexpected misfortunes and setbacks, frustrations. The message with this card is take great care of what you value. This card talks about potential theft, vigilance, the need to protect yourself and your property. So they're repeating that message. Whatever you value needs extra care and attention, and this includes your ideas, which may be better kept to yourself just now. This 7 often signifies underhand dealings, so double check any contracts and other agreements. A broader meaning of this card is to think out of the box, to find a clever, ingenious way of doing something that no one else may have considered. And you may need to work in secret for a time when this card comes out. The 7 of Swords indicates the potential for thievery, sneaking about, and trickery. Someone involved in this situation has decided to use subterfuge to achieve their goals, which may or may not be honorable. A strategic plan has been devised and enacted and will likely be successful, at least as a means to an end. You have the upper hand over a tricky situation, but you still need to exercise caution. Discretion and discrimination are required, as are diplomacy and maybe even evasive tactics. Okay, so this card, this is your immediate future card, what's happening soon in your life, very soon. It urges caution in all dealings. Secretive action or indirect communications may be occurring behind your back. Nothing is quite what it seems to be, and you have to use your wit to achieve your aims. Be wary of overconfidence. You may appear to be on top now, but being too cocky could do you in. Then your 6th card is the 10 of Wands reverse, so extra protection from spirit. This card represents the outcome that you desire most in your situation, what you want to see happen. So the 10 of Wands reversed. This card is represented by Sagittarius. This card, it has a few messages. This is a card that talks about release again. Something has to be released. It'll be different for each of you. This card could be talking about a failure to delegate, or you're not able to delegate. You're feeling overstressed or burnt out. You're shouldering too much responsibility. You're doing it all. You're carrying the burden. But it could also mean that the burden is lifted, and sometimes unexpectedly. There's a feeling of freedom from undue responsibilities. Either you've taken the appropriate action or are about to do so. In any case, your load has been shifted, reproportioned, or removed entirely. You are learning to delegate and take on less. Pressure and stress are reduced, and you are able to enjoy life more. Sometimes, however, depending on negative influences in the spread, you may be suffering the consequences of overload, either with ill health or burnout, and you may need a recovery period. So I think I would definitely make a note of that, because they're repeating that message. Okay, really take a rest. Spirit is saying at this time, this card can indicate not that you've taken on too much, but you've shirked your responsibilities, and if you don't pick up your fair share, someone else is going to have to. Okay, so different meanings there. Take whatever resonates with you and then ignore the rest. The Ten of Wands reverse can represent the end of a period of hard work. And you may be welcoming new responsibilities that will lead to a promotion for you. Okay, and then your seventh card is your self-image, how you see yourself, and you have the Five of Cups upright. So this is Scorpio energy. So the Five of Cups is all about betrayal again, loss again, disappointment again, mourning, feeling let down, discontent, regret, sorrow, despair, betrayal. Yeah, maybe a relationship breakup. This card shows a time of difficulty and loss. More specifically, it's about how you're dealing with that loss. Every loss initiates change and is an opportunity for growth. Loss hurts because of our emotional resistance to change. This card represents that moment, but it carries a word of advice. Look at the wonderful opportunity around you and move forward. Okay, remember at the beginning when I said the messages are from Spirit, not from me. I just, if I pick up the messages are repeating and I think Spirit really wants you to get it, I'll let you know, stuff like that. But the Five of Cups could be saying that your unhappiness may be a result of your attitude, which you can change. This is a card of choice. You can continue to ruminate over what went wrong, or you can contemplate how things can be better in the future. You don't have to be miserable. You're brooding over past wrongs, losses, disappointments, or hurts. You're dwelling on a painful past and refusing to look forward to a positive future. Okay? This card says that you will move forward when the time is right. This card often comes up in a reading to signify a lost opportunity, such as losing out on a job or mourning the end of a relationship. This five can apply to any situation that leaves you bereft. The message here is how you respond, however, because there is still hope. Not everything has been taken. Look at what remains, reflect on your situation, and see how you might go forward. Reflect on your situation. See this situation from a different perspective. Okay? Revelation. We'll get to that card, your oracle message at the end. Your environment card is the Nine of Wands reversed. This card represents your environment or how others see you and your situation. So this is Sagittarius energy. Now this is a card about giving up, struggling, feeling overwhelmed, being defensive, being stubborn, rigid, refusing to compromise, exhaustion, fatigue, unsure motivations, being paranoid. But Spirit's saying you do have the inner resources you need at this time to deal with this situation. Okay? Know that. The Nine of Wands reversed, you may be fighting a losing battle. If so, it's time to cut your losses and get out. Whatever it is over. And if it hasn't worked out for you, then move on to something else. Learn whatever lessons you can from the failure and know that the wheel is always turning. This card suggests that you've invested a lot in something that turned out not to be worth it after all. It can also indicate that there's nothing you should be doing. Just step back and let time do the rest. I would make a note of that. In this exhausted state, you are likely to make a mistake. So I think for some of you, there's nothing that you should be doing. Okay, they're telling you just to step back. The Knight of Wands could represent a loss of position, drive, or strength. It could be afraid to lose status. Maybe you're afraid to lose status. Then your ninth card is a major arcana. This is the Judgment card. It came out reversed. This card represents your hopes and fears, what you hope for or fear the most in your situation. This card talks about not learning the lessons, failing to learn the lessons, like going through a situation and not learning the lesson. You know, the universe gives us all these tests so we can grow and become wiser. You know, all of our struggles are to learn the lesson, and they'll keep sending us the same lesson if we don't learn from it. So with this card, it's about no self-awareness, self-loathing, self-doubt. Your inner critic is on overdrive. You're ignoring the call. This card is talks about forced changes. Interior factors are at work, but you have little or no control over them. You may be thinking about making some changes. Emotionally, you may be called upon to grow up. Again, not from me, Libra. Even if you aren't sure just how to handle what's happening, you must make peace with the changes. Judgment reverse can also indicate frustrating delays, postponements, possible loss or separation, and the need to cope with life changes. This card warns of hanging on to the past and using it as an excuse not to move forward, or it could mean moving forward but dragging the past with you. Okay? Refusal to accept changes, feeling stuck, stagnation, delays in completion, success, or achievement. Overdue awakening. Again, Spirit is saying, Libra, the old ways are no longer working for you. You have to let them go. Make room for the new that's meant to come in. And I got to tell you something. You know, when we're supposed to make a change or do something, like let go of a thought that's not serving us, let go of a relationship that's not serving us, a job that's not serving us, when we're supposed to like move on from something and we don't, you know, like the universe sends us messages. They're little nudges, they're little whispers, and if we ignore them, they get louder and louder and louder. And then if we don't do it, then the universe steps in and does it for us. So that's basically where you're at now, Libra. There's some changes that you have to do. You have to let go of the old. It could be anything. It could be the way you see a situation, the way your thought patterns, a relationship. It could be a whole bunch of different things. But if you don't do it, the universe is going to step in and do it for you. And it's 100 times harder when that happens. Okay, so just a heads up with that. And then your future card is the Four of Pentacles reversed, so extra protection from Spirit. This card represents your future if all is to remain as is. This is Capricorn energy. This card is about self-protection again. It's really telling you to protect yourself. It could also talk about reckless spending, giving, generosity. It's Capricorn energy. Maybe you're overspending. It could be financial insecurity, greediness, stinginess, possessiveness. So Four of Pentacles reversed. You may be trying to make something happen prematurely, or you are holding on too tightly to your current circumstances. Perhaps you're quarreling with someone over money, such as in a divorce proceeding. The advice from Spirit is you need to loosen up and have more trust in the universe to provide a solution. Or you could be giving away too freely, spending too much, or overindulging in other ways. It could also mean that you're trying to take something that isn't yours, causing someone else to hold tightly to it. Just relax, let go of the control. Okay, have more faith. The Four of Pentacles could represent a spendthrift or a miser. And then let's do your oracle message now. So this oracle message is from the goddess Lizzie. I hope I'm saying it right. Revelation number 29. Okay, so there are moments when synchronicity brings all the elements together for a flash of insight to rise up in you in a glorious epiphany. Whatever was not clear becomes crystalline in an instant. It's as if you are able to simultaneously perceive every facet in a diamond. You know without a doubt that you are on the right track as deep understanding sinks into your very soul. In this moment, change and transformation takes place, and a transcendent moment is offered to you as an extraordinary gift. Now is one of those times. The Chinese goddess Lizzie, mother of lightning, brings revelations into your life with a flash. She gives you this as a result of all the hard work you have put she gives you this as a result of all the hard work you have put in to dismantling your old self and making space for who you want to become. This is a very auspicious time. Sometimes life throws you a curveball and it feels like you've been hit by lightning. Perhaps a romantic partner betrays you suddenly, or an illness strikes someone close to you, or a job you expected fell through, or the new employee turns out to be a dud, or you get a huge tax bill. No matter what the subject, your task is to pivot and course correct according to the needs of the event. Even if you don't understand what's happening, don't second guess yourself. Some things are not meant to be predictable, and detours may be exactly what you need. Loss or bad news aren't the only options in this situation. You may have just been offered something you've always wanted, such as a proposal from a lover, a better job, or the chance to move. Your tendency might be to control the circumstances or worry you may not be prepared for the change. But the goddess Lizzie reminds you that the great goddess will never give you more than you can handle. Your alignment task is to surrender to what is in front of you and know that you can do this. So that ties up your reading there, I think, a lot, Libra. So that's your reading. Let me know if it resonated with you. Please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. And again, if you want your own private reading, I'll leave my email under the video and you can email me. It's by donation only, so if you want to donate, you can, but you don't have to. Have an awesome rest of your day. Take good care, and I'm sending you a virtual hug. Okay? There you go. Take care. Bye, Libra.